Hey guys, happy Monday. Welcome back from break. We're going to do a short mini lesson over something you've seen before in math, but maybe you haven't worked a ton with it. I'm going to do my best to give you the same kind of examples you're going to see in IXL for today. For today, we're going to talk about what are called square roots. Square roots are used in algebra, and you're basically trying to figure out what number multiplied by itself gives you the number that's presented. We're only going to work with perfect square roots for the first part of this lesson. So you'll usually see maybe a question that says like, what is the square root of 25? Or it'll give you this little symbol here, which is the square root symbol. And you'll see this. So, you should really be asking yourself, well, what number times itself is going to equal 25? So if you guessed 5, then you're correct. So when it asks you, hey, what is the square root of 25? Or it gives you this square root symbol here with a 25, then you know the answer is 5. Okay, so let's try another one. What's the square root of 81? So you're asking yourself, what number times itself equals 81? If you got 9, you were correct. Okay, so these are called perfect square roots. These aren't too bad if you know your times tables. IXL will take you up to like the number 20. So 20 times 20, 19 times 19. So if you struggle with some of these things, okay, like maybe you'll see one like this, right? 144, and you're like, geez, I don't know what number times itself equals that. Well, on your calculator, just type in 144, and then hit the square root button after, the square root button, and you're going to see that it's going to give you the answer of 12, okay? So 12 is your answer for that one. If you get a tougher one, like that, use a calculator. Try not to use a calculator, but I would say once you get to 70 and above, that's fine. So that's your first IXL lesson for today, and let me just erase here. So slow. I know I tried figuring this out over break and I have not. So your first IXL lesson for today is going to be I.I.10 and score of 85. Okay. So that's your first lesson. And you should use a calculator for the harder parts of it, and I'm absolutely fine with that. So if you could, you're going to have a second lesson. So keep watching the video here. Please refer back to it if you need to as you do the second lesson. The second lesson will be shorter on IXL. You're going to see a second one, and it deals with estimating square roots. So you're estimating what square roots fall before and after the square root of a number, or you're going to see which square root is in the middle of two square roots. So for example, you're going to see a problem looks like this. It's going to give you a blank line. It's going to say greater than, and it's going to give you like square root of 48, and then greater than, and then blank. So your job is to fill in these two blanks here. Now you should be asking yourself, the square root of 48, okay, that's really close to which perfect square root? And if you guess the square root of 49, then you are correct, okay? And if you remember the square root of 49, where number times itself gives you 49, it's 7. So 7 falls, this number here is going to be a little bit less than 7, okay? So this answer is going to be between 7 and 6, right? Square root of 36 is 6. So you're going to fall right in between because this isn't quite 49 yet, right? So your answer for this one's going to be 6 and then 7, okay? Let's look at another one here. I'll try to erase and kind of keep it. Oops, that's not erase. Try to keep it somewhat simple here. So for the second one, we'll go with kind of a smaller number. Let's see if you can guess this one as we work through this. So what numbers are based on the outsides of the square root of 15, okay? Now I know the square root of 15 is really close to the square root of 16, right? 16, and 4 times 4 is 16, so this is 4. So square root of 15 is less than 4, right? But it's also greater than 3. And this, the square root of 9, right? Square root of 9 gives you an answer of 3. So this falls right in between. So you can see some problems like that, okay? You might see them in another way that's going to give you, a problem looks like this. So it's going to give you 4 options, kind of a multiple choice. And I ask you to try to do it without a calculator to start, but if it's really a struggle for you, just use a calculator, and the calculator is pretty much going to give you the exact answer, but if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, which I think you can, try doing that. So you're going to see one that says like, you know, which number is closest, horrible spelling, to the square root of 59, okay? Now, we know that 59 is in between the square roots of 64, which is 8, right? And then the square roots of 49, which is 7. So our answer is going to be somewhere in here, right, between 7 and 8. So if they give you, like, they're going to give you options. They're going to give you options look like this. This is a problem from my Excel. 8.2, 7.6, 6.7, and then 6.8. And you're like, okay, well, if it's going to be between 7 and 8, well, then this one's out, this one's out, this one's out. So it's got to be this one here. And if you were to type in your calculator, 59, hit the square button, you're going to get 7.6, yada, yada, yada. So it would be something like that, okay? For this lesson, it's on IXL. You're going to do this one is 11. And you're going to go to a score. Make that 11 there so it's not confusing for you. Score of 70, okay? Thanks for watching. Feel free to email me between 9 and 11 today. I can be available after that too, but let me know if you have any questions. So you have 2 assignments for today, I.I.10 and I.I.11, okay? I.I.10 is 85 and I.I.11 is 70. Have a great day, guys. Thanks.